All right, folks, today we're diving into something that is absolutely crucial for America's future: national security and our standing in the world. If you haven't seen the recent press conference, you're missing out on a major discussion. In that press conference, someone had the guts to mention what should have been common sense: the return of a critical U.S. airbase. The base? It's called Bagram. And believe me, its loss was not just a tactical blunder. It was a blow to America's strength and security. Let me break it down for you step by step.
Mr. President, you mentioned in your remarks at the press conference something about Bagram and bringing it back to the U.S.
I'd like to get Bagram back.
Do you know how you plan to do that, sir?
They need a lot from us, and I'd like to get it back. It should have never been given. Bagram should have never been given the airbase. That was gross incompetence to give that up. You know, it's one of the most powerful bases in the world in terms of runway strength and length. The strength and length. You could land anything on there. You could land a planet on top of it. Can you imagine they gave it up for nothing? Just, oh, let's leave. And it's an hour away from where they make their missiles, China.
Now, let me set the stage for those who might not know. The airbase, which is one of the most strategically valuable locations in the world, was handed over under circumstances that were, frankly, mind-boggling. I'm talking about a base with one of the strongest, longest runways you can ever hope for. Folks, you could land just about anything on that runway. We're talking planes, heavy bombers, and even cargo ships if they could fly. This isn't just any airbase. It's a powerhouse in the world of military infrastructure. But what happened? The U.S. government just handed it over. And here's the kicker. It wasn't even in exchange for something worthwhile. It wasn't even a strategic concession that made sense. No, it was simply given up, just like that. And what did we get in return? Absolutely nothing. Zero. Look, I'm a proud American. We're supposed to stand tall, defend our interests, and protect our allies. But handing over a base like that, especially when it was one of the strongest and most capable in the world, that's a major failure. That's not leadership. That's incompetence. And let's not sugarcoat it. The people who made that decision were grossly incompetent. There's no other way to put it. End quote. And it gets worse. The location of this base is not just some remote, insignificant corner of the world. It's an hour away from a place that is critical to our national security, where China manufactures its Endai missiles. Yes, you heard that right. China. The same China that is trying to dominate global power. The same China that is making bold moves all around the world. Now, I don't need to remind you all that China is not just a competitor. They are a threat. They are building up their military, asserting their dominance, and they're not afraid to challenge the United States. And what did we do? We practically handed them an open door, allowing them to expand their reach and influence in that region without any UAW's presence to counterbalance them. That's strategic failure, plain and simple. Folks, we've always known that strength is peace. The presence of American military might around the world that is what keeps global stability intact. That's what keeps our enemies in check. By abandoning Bagram, we sent a message of weakness, of retreat. We told the world that we weren't willing to defend our own interests. That's not the America I know. That's not the America I want. And I know some of you out there might be saying, well, it's too late now, it's done. But let me tell you, it's never too late to set things right. We need to demand that we take action and bring back what is rightfully ours. We need to get Bagram back, plain and simple. End quote. Now, I know there's a lot of talk about diplomacy, negotiations, and all that. But let's face it, there's no negotiating with adversaries like China when you're weak. You can't negotiate from a position of weakness. You need to be strong, you need to be decisive. And if that means getting Bagram back, then so be it. We owe it to ourselves, to our allies, and to the brave men and women who serve this country. America has always been the beacon of strength, freedom, and leadership. We don't just sit back and let opportunities slip through our fingers. No, we take charge, we assert ourselves. And we don't let the world forget that we're the most powerful nation on earth. It's time to make it clear that we're not backing down, not when it comes to our national security and the future of this great country. So, my fellow patriots, It's time to demand action. Let's get Bagram back. Let's take back what was wrongfully given away and ensure that the United States is as strong and secure as it can be. We owe it to ourselves, to our children, and to the world. And if that means getting our military back on that base, so be it. This isn't about politics. This is about protecting the future of America. End quote. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the truth. Let's keep fighting for America, and let's make sure our nation stays strong and unyielding. God bless America.